Nice. Beautiful.
Hey, welcome back to Concept Something 25. Yes, it has taken us how long has it been?
This is the third episode since we've been back from the hiatus. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Almost like a year and a half to get out 25 episodes.
Yeah, we've been 25 episodes, a year and a half. That's like one every 3 weeks. But
That's not great. That's not great.
We had 2 giant hiatuses. This last one that was 3 months, and then I think when COVID first hit, we just had dry spell of 5 months.
Oh yeah.
So,
and I feel like even now it's still tough. Cause I don't do anything during the day that much. It's I just do school, and then I go to class sometimes, and I work out, and that's basically my day.
my day is I work for a full day, 8 to 5, come home, do classes, finish classes at 9 p.m., and then I'm here doing this.
Yeah, but luckily you don't work tomorrow.
That's true. I
And you
don't work on
Mondays
Fridays
either, which is nice.
It's true. But I use the Mondays to do homework, and I do Fridays to sleep in.
You still sleeping on Mondays?
That's true. Well, I mean, I sleep until 9.
Yeah.
That's my version of sleeping in. Extra 2 hours of sleep,
Yeah.
money.
No, dude, I still wake up at 8. Because I have no reason to get up early. If I could go to the gym and work out super early, at 8, I would. But they're oh no, you can't go you have to go between 5 and 9.
Okay, what Nathan right now is using for the gym is hilarious.
I don't know. It works, kind of.
I mean, you just
I
go into
don't like it, but
the dingy ass basement, put your straps over the bathroom door down there.
yeah, and just work out down there.
Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, oh, Nathan's not here. I look outside, I was like, his car's here. I'm like, oh, he's in the basement working out.
Yep.
That's what he's doing.
There have been 2 or 3 times where Ryan's just come downstairs when I've been working out down there, and I hear him coming down, and it's just him just peering around the stairs, not even coming down all the way, and to be like, hey, and then I'll say whatever he needs.
I don't even know. I can't remember what I talked about. I'm like, hey, I should tell Nathan this right now.
Yeah, it's usually something really unnecessary and dumb, but it's okay.
Something I really don't need to tell you at that moment while you're working out in the basement.
Oh yeah, not at all. What was it? I was listening to something else, and it brought up collections and how certain people have or how people collect weird things sometimes. Mm-hmm. So is there anything that you collect?
Yes.
Okay. What do you collect?
Okay, I guess one thing I don't really do much collecting right now since coming to college, but before college when I was younger, I remember I've gone through phases. When I was super young, I would collect pencils.
What?
And bouncy balls.
Would you write with the pencils, or would you just not?
It would be because writing with them, for me, for some reason, I didn't like them if they were used. I love the pencils that had designs on them. So I have probably hundreds, maybe thousands of pencils that just aren't used, uncut, with all different designs.
Okay.
That was when I was a kid, I love pencils.
You're a fucking loser. You're a loser.
Well, I just also Legos back in the day.
Oh,
and then going into high school, I got really into antiquing, and I collected M&M dispensers. Those antique, vintage, you push down a hand on this thing, and M&M's.
I was thinking it was the ones that were standalone, and it was the glass top, and you put the quarter in and spin it, and I was
no, it's the plastic ones that are a scene.
Yeah.
I have 20 of different ones.
Okay.
And right now I'm collecting a lot of old Coors memorabilia.
Of course.
Yeah, some really cool old stuff when I go to antique shops.
Yeah.
And I guess I have gone through the phase of collecting just old beer stuff in general, or old Coca-Cola stuff.
Yeah.
Coke slash Pepsi. Pepsi's actually better to collect because it's more rare.
I can
Because
see that. 'Cause Coke's
Coca-Cola
so
has
big.
done so much advertisements that like it's easy to get something that's Coke, but Pepsi really hardly has done much advertisements.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have like 3 different like coolers or not coolers, Coca-Cola coolers. Like the vintage metal ones that are like cool as fuck.
Oh yeah, those are legit. I always, for like the metal coolers and stuff, I always remember the I think it was Corona commercial, where it was basically just like showing the life of this cooler, and it like cut to like them at the beach, and then it cut to them throwing it like in the back of the truck, and you could see it just get worn out and stuff over like, let's say like 3 years or 4 years, and then like the end of the commercial they go to the store and just buy another one. It's like, okay, cool. But I just wish they made those coolers again.
I'm just
Those
saying,
are cool.
I have enough, but it's just metal just dents too easily.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I have enough like knickknacks or like Coca-Cola beer signs or whatever it may be for literally a really cool like man cave.
You're never gonna have a man cave.
I'm gonna do a man cave eventually. It's gonna be the
You're gonna have a literal cave.
to become homeless, gonna live in a cave down the road.
Yeah.
That's where I'm good. What, do you collect anything?
Yeah. So when I was younger, I would collect, or like when we went different places, like traveled out of state. I would collect snow globes from each state, just one from
that's
each
kinda
state,
cool.
like, which that was cool. We've kind of stopped now because like I haven't really gone anywhere new recently,
Yeah.
and so like I've kind of phased out of that. I would also collect Legos too, because why not? They're Legos,
Mm-hmm.
and like I've kind of gotten back into that, but not like as intense, I guess. Like
Oh, yes.
I'm more choosy about what I want because I know what sets aren't garbage, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I've kind of shifted to like wanting to collect like vinyls, but like not in the sense of, oh, I want like the old, like super old vintage, like first press of so and so.
Mhm.
It's more so I just want a physical copy of like the music I listen to. Because like with Spotify, that's where I listen to everything.
Yeah.
It's all digital, so having like a physical medium, I think is really cool.
I agree.
I think it's definitely unique.
Vinyls are really cool. I don't have anything to play vinyls. I
Yeah.
mean, I have that one from Twin, but that's basically it.
Yeah, I have a couple. I think I have like 4 or 5 albums.
Like when you're talking, I remembered another weird thing I collected. I really don't do it anymore, but I religiously, whenever I went somewhere, is lapel pins.
Interesting.
Like
So, like any standout ones that you remember at all, or no?
anywhere I went, literally, if I went to a location and they sold the lapel pin, I would buy it for like $5.
That's
I have
That's
a
really weird.
stupid amount.
really
Like
weird.
went to a different country, buy a lapel pin. Went to like anywhere, buy a lapel pin. Went to I don't know, Empire State Building, buy a lapel pin from there.
Yeah, that's almost fell.
It's looking back at it, I had a lot of weird things I collected.
Oh yeah, I think when you started off with pencils, that was kind of an indicator. But I think what was it? I guess one more thing is like Matchbox cars. Kind
Bro,
of like,
oh god, I forgot I did that too.
yeah. I think. Do I still have? I don't think I have them anymore.
I still have mine. Can I tell you a weird story that for some reason that reminded me of?
You swallowed one whole.
I remember there was a tornado in Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
Like I was young, like maybe 5, 6, and we had to like literally hide underneath like our stairway,
Yeah.
like in a pantry basically,
Yeah.
because like apparently touched down like outside of Mount Pleasant and like in our general areas we're like fuck. And I remember I went to pack my essentials and I grabbed a bag and I filled it with only Hot Wheels cars. Literally,
That's the only thing you need to live.
bro. Looking back at it, like the essentials.
I love hearing stories about like basically that when kids have to like pack themselves, and it's like I think there was a Reddit thread I read a while back, and it was something along the lines of that idea, and some of the replies were like, "Oh yeah, we were going on vacation and we sent my daughter upstairs to pack. She was like 3 or 4, and all she put in there was just like 2 Barbies, and that was it.
No clothes.
No clothes at all." I think there was another one that was like, "Oh yeah, my son put our dog in a suitcase," which that was interesting.
I mean,
They
that's
told me
fairly
that he
essential.
couldn't go on the trip,
It's fairly essential
Yeah.
in my book.
but I've never had any like experiences with like a tornado, like nothing where we've had to like go into hiding or anything like that. But when I was in Kansas City, it was the day before I flew out to San Francisco.
Okay.
So I show up to work and it's just it's like the sky's black
Oh, nice.
and it's hella windy. And so I go inside and like luckily it wasn't raining yet, and everyone's just like staring out the window because of how ominous it looks. And we're kind of just like waiting for it to finally start raining or for something to happen. So we start working for like maybe an hour, if that, and power flickers.
Nice. Was it raining yet when the power flickered or no?
No, yeah, it was just super windy. So one of the guys that sits across from me yells, "Everyone save!" Because everyone's working in either like CAD or Revit or any of those programs where you don't want to lose your file.
I've been there. It's bad.
Yeah. And luckily, like, I was saving pretty frequently. And there's a huge crack of thunder. Starts downpouring. You can't see, like, 20 feet because it's raining that hard. And the wind's just going, like, nonstop. And the power, like, instead of it flickering this time, it blinks off for, like, 2 or 3 seconds,
Did like the generators or something kick in?
basically.
Okay. So it probably they lost power, but they had generators kick
Yeah.
in.
And it was like that. It was like that basically all day, where it was like just nonstop downpour, raining, crazy wind, and get done with the workday, go home. I look on the news and there's a tornado that touched down near the airport, and I was like, great.
It's like, nice, I'm not leaving here.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, well, it looks like I can't fly out. But luckily there wasn't. It was like there's just a bunch of debris that got thrown like on the runway, and
They just have to clean up.
yeah, it wasn't anything like major. But in my head I was like, if I had to like reschedule this flight, or like if I just can't go, I'm gonna be pissed.
Little do you know that COVID would happen and we can't go anywhere.
We can't do anything anyway,
year
so it doesn't
later.
even matter. But yeah, that was like the only experience I've ever had with a tornado.
Like, I feel like tornadoes are like kind of scary because like there's really nothing you can do about it.
No.
I'll say like the movie like Twister, I think when I was a kid got me really Okay, the movie Twister made me think tornadoes would be like a real life daily occurrence when I was old, when I would become older.
I feel like at that point you would just get like desensitized to the severity of it, and you would just go outside and be like, "Are you kidding?
Where's the
Another
pipe?
tornado?"
Where's the pipe I
Whatever.
can tie myself down to so I can be inside it?
Yeah.
Some stupid like that, dude.
Make sure you tie yourself down next to a bunch of knives.
I would say that's the one perk though of being in Michigan. There's really not like many things that you can worry about or have to worry about.
No, not at all. Because like the only bad weather we have is like, we'll occasionally get a bad thunderstorm or something like that, or
Snow.
a bad snowstorm.
snow. That's basically it.
But like even, especially where we are, like Southeast Michigan, the past like 5 years we've had maybe one somewhat bad snowstorm. Like we haven't had anything that's where we've gotten like a foot or like 2 feet of snow in one night.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
But 2 years ago we had the polar vortex where it was like negative 30 out, which that was horrible.
We do get super cold, but we haven't had like the snowstorm in such a long time. And it's kind of sad.
Let's get it after we don't have to worry about plowing.
Yeah.
I don't want to plow our driveway when we get like 3 feet of snow.
Yeah.
God awful.
Which I don't know. We're not supposed to. I don't think we're gonna have anything super bad this year, but like I know this coming Saturday, which just to date this episode, today is February 11th. So this Saturday we're supposed to get snow like all day.
Dang. At least I'm not leaving. Wait. We are leaving.
Oh yeah, we're leaving.
Well, shoot. We're going to a brewery Saturday. Holla.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. You call the breweries to make sure we can actually dine in.
Yeah.
Because not all of them are doing them yet in Michigan, which is sad.
It really is. I wish all of them would just be like, yeah, we're open. Come eat.
Dude, I agree. Oh, but one thing I want to talk about too is we hit a milestone today, Nathan.
Oh, we did. I feel like we hit it yesterday.
February 10th, we hit 500 subscribers.
We did.
Holla.
Boom. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
See, I thought we would just reach 100 and that'd basically be it. That's my thought when we started. I'm like, hey, we might get like 100. Like, we get like our friends listening or whatever, but now we have like other people.
Yeah.
Randos.
Listening to this? No.
We might. I don't know.
Who knows?
There's no way to tell if a rando's listening to this, and if you are and you
If
enjoy
you are,
these,
just slap a comment down below and say, comment literally anything. Literally anything.
please.
Just do it. We just want to see who's actually listening.
You want to know.
Because we'll never know.
There's no
Unless
way
you
to
comment.
tell. There's no way to tell if you actually listened through it all the way. You've made it
Yeah.
17 and a half minutes in.
Oh, did we upload that one? I guess we did yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Gotta check that in like a week or so. See if anyone commented.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've been checking.
Is that what you do when you're at work and bored?
When I'm at work and bored, I just... Hopefully my boss doesn't hear this. But I just open up my statistics, look at it a little bit, and see if anyone commented, if anyone subscribed, if any reply to people. It's a good time to actually, like, stay up to date.
I was sitting in class because I was sitting in class and not paying attention. And I was thinking about high school, and I was thinking about just like if I did anything dumb in high school. And like, I honestly didn't really do anything stupid. Like I was a good kid.
Define something stupid.
I don't know. Think like the only, I guess okay, I'll put
Okay,
some
there's a one
perspective.
story you told me. I remember this during like a lunch break or something.
I don't know.
What were you doing? It was you and your friends. Was it like... you told me the story once. I'm trying to remember. You and your friends, and your friend went up to do something, and the teacher team was like, "Hey, what are you doing? You can't be-" What
okay.
story is that?
It wasn't dumb. It was just the teacher didn't know we weren't allowed to be in there. But around Christmas time, I think it was literally like the last day before Christmas break, we would have like an open mic in like the main auditorium, and like teachers could bring their classes down if they wanted to or not, if they actually like were doing something.
Mm-hmm.
But I had one teacher who, this was during lunch, and like the 1 hour that they didn't do it was lunch because it was so, I don't know, the scheduling was really weird where there's three
Right.
lunches and everything. So we go in there and we're just hanging out, just talking to each other because we're not in class and we're happy about it. And this one kid goes up on stage and he starts performing the song Planes. Was it by, I think it was by Jeremiah and J. Cole.
Yeah. Yes.
If you don't know the lyrics to that song, just look them up and you'll see why he got in trouble. But he was like probably 3/4 of the way through the song, and a teacher walks in and he's like, "What are you guys doing in here? You guys shouldn't be in here." And he kicked like everyone out, and then he took that guy to the main office, and we were like, "Oh, okay."
It was open mic day. Come on, let him be. It's poetry.
And that was like the one time I would have actually been able to go to open mic. All the other times I could have, my teacher were like, "No."
Yeah, that's the one story I remember you talking about all the time.
No, there was also, I had to take, it was microeconomics for my economics requirement. For some reason, I was dumb and I was like, "Yeah, I'll do AP microeconomics because it's definitely going to help me in the future."
Nope. I mean, it could, but
not now, no. But the teacher we had, everyone hated, and he had probably like 40 mannerisms that he would repeat within 2 class periods, if not just one. And this is like probably towards the end of the first semester, maybe start of the second semester.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like already tired of him. Everyone hates him, makes fun of him. Kind of felt bad for him, but like not really, because he was kind of a dumb person. But
oof,
I got really bored and I didn't really want to pay attention, so I started writing down all of his mannerisms, and it was a long list. And I went over to my friends and I was like, "What if I made a bingo game?"
Oh my god,
bingo boards.
This is a great idea.
So I did, and I think it was there's probably like 2/3 of the class at least, like individually came up to me and they're like, "I heard you're doing bingo," and I was like, "Oh, where'd you hear that from?" And then I would give them a board, and I think I did it for like 2 weeks, and then I was like, "Yeah, this is too much work."
Wait, dude, like, when you play during class, like, would someone stand up and say bingo and they went without context?
No, so if I remember right, they're like, "Well, how do we signal that we have bingo?" And I was like, "You just have to raise your hand, and he'll call on you, and you just got to make something up." And it was the funniest thing. It's like, people would raise their hand, and it was like, I'd get like smart people raising their hand, and he'd be like, "Oh, like, do you have a question?" They're like, "I forgot." And it was the best thing, because they were like, they were going places in life.
But they were playing bingo.
Yeah, they were playing bingo.
Against the teacher's mannerisms.
Yeah. It was fun.
That's kind of funny.
It was fun. It was so much work.
Dude, I don't think I did anything like that to any teachers.
Oh, did you guys do like a senior prank at all?
Okay. My year, yeah. Mine was kind of funny, but we got in trouble, kind of, because one thing we did would kind of broke egress rules, and we saran wrapped all the stairs, like crawl back and forth against the railing so you could go up, and we did diagonal and everything, so you couldn't use the stairs.
That's awesome.
So everyone had to use the elevators until someone could clean it up. And something else we did too was, I remember we took all of the tables and chairs in the cafeteria and spread them around the school. Like, I remember my job was to work in the library, so we took like a bunch of tables and chairs in the library, stacked it, no joke, like 20 feet high. Like, if you touched it, all these would come tumbling down if you didn't carefully like take them off, because we did like table on a table, and then we stacked a bunch of stairs in like a pyramid.
Oh my gosh, how'd you guys have that much time? Like, when did you do it?
We did it, we got let in by our teaching like the teachers who were in charge of a class, whatever that term is. Like there's like a counselor, kind of, not counselor, but like it's teachers who volunteer to be like, hey, we're like the teachers who represent this class.
Okay, yeah.
And they help you plan stuff. Like they worked with like the student government of that class.
Yeah.
Worked with administration, all that.
Okay.
And they let us in at like 10 p.m., but they didn't go in with us, so they didn't know what we were doing. So they unlocked the doors, like, okay, have fun. And people worked all night. Like I probably left at like 3 a.m.
And they just and like all of your classrooms and stuff were like unlocked still.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, no, they locked my high school up like no other. Like if you got there before school, like all the classrooms were locked.
I remember the year before, like, yeah, it was the year before mine. That class, 3 people got arrested though, because they did something like they went into the football stadium and in giant black letters facing the school, because like basically how it is the school parking lot, the football stadium, but a lot of the classrooms face the parking lot and the football stadium.
Okay.
And in the back of the press box, giant letters, "D's nuts."
That's so dumb.
And they got in huge trouble. On top of, when they painted over it, they used a paint that was slightly different hue, so you could still see like "D's nuts" in white from the distance.
Oh, that's so bad.
It was kind of funny, but it was that year where that like vine went off, like the "D's nuts" vine.
Yeah.
So like looking back at it, it did not really age well, but like at the time, everyone was like, "Holy shit!" We came to school the next day.
Yeah. Me and one of my buddies, we would always joke. Like we talked about like senior pranks and stuff, and we'd throw like crazy off the wall ideas. And there was one that I threw out there, and I was like, if we were to do something, this is what we have to do. And it was our varsity baseball team, like the baseball field. You could see it like there's the school, the parking lot, and then you go down a hill, and then there's the softball field and baseball field and all the other fields over there.
Okay.
So the baseball field is like what you see like right when you like basically turn to like go to our school, and no cameras around, nothing, you can't see that far. So I was like, oh, let's go and dig up the pitcher's mound and just plant a lovely tree right on the pitcher's mound.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And then one of my other buddies escalates and he goes, well, if you're doing the pitcher, why don't we plant a tree on where every person's supposed to be? And we were like, that would be amazing. We're in high school and we're like, well, we don't have a good way to get a bunch of trees.
Seeds.
So we're like, if we're going to do it, we're just going to do the pitcher's mound, because it's like, it's a slight inconvenience and it's just really funny. We never end up doing it, sadly, but I still just want to do that.
Bro, what you should have done is planted seeds so they couldn't track it back to you, because like maybe 5 years down the line, then they start growing. And it's like, oh, what the hell?
No, that's so slow. Like, we want like a already like somewhat developed tree, so we just stick it in the ground, put the dirt back on, and just leave. And it's there.
And put a hat on it. Put a baseball hat and a mitt in it.
We would do something to it, but yeah, that was like the one idea that I wish we did.
Honestly, looking back at it, I kind of feel bad for doing the senior pranks we did, and like senior pranks that everyone does, because it's like just sucks to just work at that school when shit happens. Like you worked hard, you bust your ass for the whole year just for like kids to come in and just make your day a living hell.
Yeah.
Because I remember the people who worked in the cafeteria had to get all those chairs and tables.
Oh.
Like, they already have probably a crappy job, let alone they had to fix all that stuff.
I remember one of the other ideas we had, and this one got around, and it was we would do a camp out. So we would
Okay,
just
we did
camp in the
that.
parking lot all night,
People did that.
but we would just take up the entire parking lot. So no one in the student lot could park except for like our cars that were already there. And I'm kind of sad it didn't happen.
Okay, we kind of did that actually. Like every year was a tradition where the seniors would bring literally RVs, campers, portable fire rings, and literally just camp overnight like the last day of school. And a lot of people brought their tractors and shit and took up basically all the parking spots.
That's awesome.
I went
don't get why,
to a
like-
very rural area, if that doesn't say anything.
That speaks numbers about it.
There's a tractor day where everyone who has a tractor drive to school.
I just don't get the concept of like, oh, like let's camp outside of the school, right? Because that's cool.
I didn't. I went home and I slept in my own bed.
Exactly. Like, why would you? Who wants to hang around school?
I think it's just like it's your last night to be with like friends from high school, possibly. I don't know.
You still have all summer, unless they're immediately going away to who knows where. Which, if they're doing that, then you're never going to see them anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Dude,
Probably
I
not
don't
going
know.
to talk to them.
That's the thing. I don't understand it.
Yeah,
Senior pranks are interesting.
they're stupid.
At the time, they were hilarious.
They can be really, really funny though. I still want to plant a tree on that picture's mound.
You still want to
I
do
still want to do it.
Bro, hey, you're a senior right now. It's your senior prank again, but you're in college.
Should I just do it at LTU? Just dig up the turf on the field.
Bro, like no joke. You get in a lot of trouble for
Well,
that.
no one would catch me, and I'd leave a note that says something like
I'm
it
built
was from
different.
another school. So it's like
From Madonna.
I don't know, whatever. Oh, Northwood, because Northwood is like something with trees, I think.
That's true.
Yeah.
We need to borrow another banner from the football field.
Yeah. Well, we're taking this one with us too.
Yes, we are.
Where
'cause
can
I
this
love
one
it.
go?
What?
I'm trying to think where this can go.
In the
Maybe
living room area.
stairwell.
Or the stairwell. That works too.
I don't want something tacky like this in the living room.
It's not tacky time.
It kind of is. Because I'm gonna put mine behind my door probably. Because I don't want it like as the main focal point.
That's true. I don't know. We need to put it somewhere though.
Ryan, I'm at an age where stuff like this isn't super appealing to me.
I still like it because the memories
I do
that
too.
comes along with it.
Oh, I don't think we ever talked
the
about
meaning.
that. Oh wait, no, we did.
We've talked about the Protect This House banner in previous episode, probably
Yeah.
like a year ago.
No, because we did it, and we were gonna talk about it, and I was like, no, we gotta let this age a little bit. We don't want to shoot our shot immediately.
I don't know. We'll probably ask someone who listens to these, like, "Hey, did we talk about it yet?" Because we don't want to talk about it again.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I'm pretty sure we did too.
Yeah. All right. I think that's all I got for this episode.
Yeah, we talked about a lot.
Yeah.
Things
Talked
we
about
collected.
collections, high school, dumb stuff we did in high school, senior pranks and why that's weird.
Yeah, that's basically
Camping out at school. Yeah, let's stay at school longer than we have to. I love it.
exactly. Like we already don't hate it.
Yeah. So thanks for listening, and be
See-
sure to like and subscribe and comment below if you made it this far.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Bye.